KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Welcome back, everybody, to KUM Sports. Jason Salas here, and a good friend of mine with good information is, of course, the president of the IIAAG, Terry DeBold. Half a day, Terry.
Half a day, Jason. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man. Competition is alive and well for the IIAAG. From your vantage point, right, looking at the spring season now upon us and everything, what can alumni expect to see? What can the student bodies expect to see from all the participants? And, and most importantly, what can parents expect to see for all the work that their kids put in?
I think what the entire community can expect to see is just a lot of tremendously happy youth. Because as you know, for the past couple of years, it's been kind of a hit and miss with the sports, a lot of concerns in terms of health and safety with COVID. I think these last couple quarters have gotten people back into the groove, into the swing of sports activity, interscholastics. And now third quarter, I see so much participation in all the sports. I can speak for Father Duenas Academy, these other schools that not only with the IIAAG sports, but this quarter you have just so many sports happening. In IIAAG, we have, of course, our boys basketball, and we have tennis, high school tennis. Over on the east side, we're also working with, we're participating, for example, with baseball, track and field. And so we're seeing the kids having just so many opportunities to play. And I think I see a lot of energy. And I see a lot of people who want to step up and kind of up the game again, get things back to what they used to be.
Mm-hmm. For people that may be, and like now that we're out of the public health emergency because the governor, finally lifted it after almost 3 full years, right? For people that haven't been, out and supporting high school sports and everything like that, and they want to get back out in the field or in the gym or on the court or on the mat, what have you, what can they expect to see as far as the experience of watching Guam high school sports again?
Fortunately, I'm kind of proud of the community because despite the pandemic and the challenges that we faced, a lot of the students, a lot of youth were engaged in various community level sports, i.e., basketball with the various private leagues. Football, youth football league was also going on strong. You had a lot of baseball programs happening. So I think we saw a lot of our kids involved in all these private activities. So now it's like they just want to take those talents that they had, that they developed and put them to use in the interscholastic level. So I think that the people who want to come and finally start experiencing the interscholastic competition again, they're going to have a lot of pleasure in watching some really good talent out there.
Mm-hmm. And what does it mean again, for the generations old experience of village rivalries, school rivalries, like my beloved Sanchez Sharks going up against, making that drive to Upper Tumon to take on the mighty JFK Islanders, or FD and GW, like the classic battles and everything like that. What does that mean to you, to be able to see that again and see so many people come out and just have such a good time with sports?
The rivalries are going to be there for a lot of people. People have passed that remember those rivalries, but I think what we're seeing now are new rivalries starting to develop. I see that perhaps the Ukudus and these other schools that weren't here back in your day or earlier in my day.
I was going to say Ukudu's coming for everybody. Ukudu is a first-rate program.
And, the same goes for Teason and these other schools. I mean, Teason volleyball. So I think what you're seeing are a different generation of people. And while you and I might look back in those historic days of GW, I go back to the GW and JFK Gold and Green and GW Geckos and Warriors.
Hey, I competed against a GCC tradesman. That's how far back.
Okay, there you go. So, I mean, you see a new generation, which to me makes it more exciting because you have, you're seeing like 3 generations of people now. I see them at our competitions where you have grandparents talking to the kids, their grandkids about who they used to compete against. And then parents are also involved in that conversation. It's really exciting. It really is exciting. I think there's nothing but absolute pleasure. I mean, everybody's so happy right now to get sports back in play. I'm looking forward to a great basketball season. I'm hoping that we can engage in some interleague competition. But regardless, at this point, as long as kids can get actively involved in sports or any kind of health activity, I think it's a great thing for the community. And I'm also starting to see a lot of our kids take interest in advancing their sports talent to higher levels. I mean, I think this year we've seen, last year, we were starting to see a rising number of our athletes advance to college level competition, particularly in rugby. I think we're going to see some more perhaps this year in football and some soccer. So that's pretty exciting, to see how our kids do as they take the local talents and advance towards a national level competition.
So you can say, like, hey, I grew up down the street from that guy, or, like, that girl went to my school, or, like I competed against him or her and everything like that. 5 years later, you see them on some really big blog or on some TikTok channel, and they're doing great things, but still representing the island as proud as they ever have.
Totally. Absolutely.
And it all starts here.
Another thing that's really important is that I've been here long enough to see now too, that those students coming back once they've competed at a collegiate level and learned, the routines of national level teams, they bring that experience back here and they apply it at the high school level. So we're seeing coaches now who participated in college sports, bringing that talent back, and it's helping us. I mean, it's taking leaps and bounds as far as competition, as far as developing our local youth. So I think as that happens, I'm more excited about seeing those people bring that talent back here. It's like we always say, the kids come finish college. We want them to bring their professional careers back to Guam. Same time, I'm kind of hoping that they bring back their athletic careers, the college
exactly
level. And because it really steps up our program. I mean, I speak for wrestling that I've seen. I have two wrestlers now, one of them teaching in the public schools, another one that just returned, graduated, and they both wrestled 4 years. And they're really helping our programs here, all the wrestlers in the community. So, and I think the same thing I see for baseball, for example. I know that one of the guys, Cooper Paulino, just came back. He played for FD years back. He played for Menlo 4 years. He's finished his 4 years at Menlo. He played all 4 years, did great. And he's back here, for a break, and he's helping the local kids. So I think that it really helps to develop all of our programs.
Absolutely. Well, of course, potential, hopefully championships at the regional level, the national level, the Olympic level. There've been a few Guam athletes to go on to. The one thing that every Guam athlete has ingrained in them, and that's definitely a testament to administrators like you and the coaches and the parents and everything like that, is true sportsmanship and everything like that. And that's so wonderful to see, Terry.
Yeah, no, it really is. I mean, I got to give a huge shout out too to Ali, Ada. I mean, Matthias was captain at Dartmouth, and then Ali
Dartmouth products.
Gosh, she got her coach to come out here. National championship team, Division I national championship team, and her head coach comes out here to recruit from Guam. I mean, when have we ever had a Division I collegiate coach come out and actual do recruitment here on Guam?
And I think she can, for the rest of Allie's remarkable life, she can actually brag, I do believe, that she's 4-0 against Harvard, right? I think she went undefeated against Harvard when she was in Dartmouth. I do believe, yeah.
I think that's what it was, right? Exactly. Yeah, she had those back. Yeah, no, I mean,
that's a great thing to put on your LinkedIn profile. Just have that that little line in your Twitter bio.
Harvard 4 times.
I beat Harvard 4 times.
But I think we're going to see some other kids advance to that level again. I think she's been a real inspiration. And yeah, we were just excited to have a coach like that come out here. Same as Don and Cruz, coming out for the volleyball, Division I volleyball coach too. So yeah, I think Guam sports are headed in the right direction. I think interscholastics are going to be really exciting this quarter and the next. I encourage the community, go out there, even if you have children or grandchildren or anybody else, nephews, even if you don't have kids playing, just go and watch because it's fun. It's going to be fun. And it's a great atmosphere.
And I got to tell you, Terry, regardless of the outcome, who wins, who comes up short and everything, the best part of seeing sports at any level these days, they didn't do this when I was a kid and when I was playing sports. I'm pretty sure they didn't do it when you were playing, when you first got your starting coaching too. But when all the athletes go over there and they all say at the same time, they go, "Thank you, parents." That is the best.
Yeah.
I'm not even a parent. And I get the goosies just like thinking about that. That's absolutely amazing.
It's just, I mean, it really does show the appreciation. The kids need to understand how much effort is put in by everybody. They always say it takes a village. And And I think the kids are starting to understand that. They appreciate it. Put them in the right place. I mean, get them involved in activities. And that's all I can say is encourage the community to get kids involved in activities.
Absolutely. Well, a full slate of sports in the interscholastic level await you. So parents, supporters, alumni, get out there and cheer on your favorite athletes and your favorite school. And of course, Terry DeBold, the very fine work that you and your colleagues do with the IIAAG. Much appreciated, my friend.
Thank you very much, Jason.
All right. And we'll see you out there.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.